Hello, Guardians. It is Ebontis here, and today Bungie dropped two new things about Beyond Light. One, we got a trailer all about Europa, more destination viewing where we get to see some enemies, a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to go through that and break it down kind of frame by frame, a lot of pieces of it in a separate video. But I will say when I recorded this the first time, it was all done as one big video. So if I reference, hey, later in the video or earlier in the video and it's the other video, that's why I broke this up into two videos, just because it was getting pretty long in the first place. This first part's a little bit shorter, so I figured I'd let you guys digest it in two pieces. That being said, we also got an update on Bungie.net about Beyond Light on their website. So at the top of the website, it starts off saying, Europa awaits, a desolate wasteland where every gust of frozen wind whispers long-lost secrets and further buries the mysteries beneath your feet. You arrive on the heels of a dark empire that grows in power. Stand against the blizzard and press on, Guardian. Aramis must be stopped. What lies beneath the ice? A dark obelisk silently beckons you, watching from a barren clearing on the frozen moon. Those who came before you did not leave this place gracefully. The ruins of a once bustling cityscape tell a tale of ambition and loss, and somewhere beneath centuries of ice, golden technology awaits your steady grasp. Seek the truth wherever it lies. So they're really leaning pretty heavily into this idea that there's things buried in the ice of Europa, which is really cool. We get to see some awesome areas that we're going to be able to explore. We know a pyramid ship is out here. We've got the Fallen with Aramis and the House of Darkness. We also seem to know there's Vex, which there's cool new Vex, which we'll get to look at. A lot of stuff is buried on the planet, and as we dig into the map as well, we get to see that Europa is actually very, very large, which is kind of awesome. So really excited to explore Europa. Seems like a substantial planet. Definitely one that's going to rival between the above ground, below ground, all the areas to explore. Should rival some of the big planets like Nessus, I think, in total, which is really, really exciting because Nessus is one of the biggest planets of all, and I think it's got a chance to probably be closest to that. Maybe if it's not, it's probably going to be at least number 3 between EDZ, Nessus, and then Europa's got to be number 3 because it looks pretty large. Hopefully it is. Now, the main reason I'm going to do this first as we go through the map is if you look at the map and then we go through screenshots from the trailer, which I'll play once we get to that one straight through, and then we'll talk about it frame by frame. There are pieces in the map that are going to kind of explain and give a bit of a geographical layout to what we're actually looking at. So when we get to the top of the map, we can see that we've got Eventide Ruins. And if you open this one up, you actually get to see that we've got the cityscape, and it says, once home to thousands of settlers, and now all that remains of the Clovis Bray colony. So this is Clovis Bray, and we also know the Clovis Bray research facility was on Mars. If you guys haven't gone to Mars today, there's a really cool quest. It's a send-off to a Guardian that was lost way too early in his life. So definitely check that one out. Log in today, go to Mars. I did a video about it yesterday. I don't want to do a video just specifically for that. I want you guys to go experience it. It's just a really nice send-off to a gentleman who lost his fight to cancer and had helped Bungie from Vicarious Vision. So very, very cool thing Bungie did. I did a video about that yesterday. No monetization or anything on that one. Honestly, just wanted to make you guys aware. So please, please go check that one out. But you have Eventide Ruins, and this is where the Clovis Bray colony basically was. You'll see tall skyscrapers. Everything on Europa is basically frozen, so even the wind is blowing sideways icicles, which you'll see all over the place. And in this picture, you can definitely tell the Fallen have kind of overrun this section. And I would say the Fallen and Vex, I thought when I started looking at the trailer that they might have been, in certain sections. It feels like they're going to be overlapping all the time, so we're definitely be facing a lot of Fallen, a lot of Vex. If there's a third race, I doubt it. Those are the two main that we're probably going to be seeing on this planet. So the top of the map is Eventide Ruins. Second one we've got, as we get a little bit lower, we've got Cadmus Ridge over here on the far left-hand side. This one is a snowy landscape and the last known location of the buried Bray Exoscience facility. Now, as we go through some of the screenshots from the trailer, we'll see the actual Bray Exoscience. You'll see it looks like an interior area. There's a landing bay. There's a science facility. There's factory stuff. So I'm guessing all that stuff is going to be located in here. Looks like, obviously, the Guardians from the picture are kind of overlooking a big cliff. But that definitely seems like a substantial area to explore, more underground and interior design. I thought that might have actually been up in Eventide Ruins with the taller skyscrapers and stuff like that. The fact that these two are separate is even more exciting because it really means that The above ground ice area that we're going to be exploring is also going to have so much more substantial stuff underneath it, which is just growing the size of this planet as I keep thinking about it more and more. Off to the right, we've got the Asterian Abyss. Now, this is the other side where we definitely know Vex are basically setting up shop. They've been doing stuff here for a while. The Vex structures visible on the surface are only the tip of the iceberg. So if you go to IO, you can see the pyramid entrance. It has those like, square columns tilted in like triangular formations. They always make their structures seemingly in that like very geometrical pattern, Vex, and they're all going to be science and math like. So those geometric triangles and the square columns making it and all that stuff. Definitely Vex are going to be a vast abundance over here, and obviously we're going to have some cool stuff going on with them. We come down a little bit more, we have Charon's Crossing. This one is the site of Europa's communication center and the origin of a distress signal sent by Variks. Now, this is actually telling, and spoiler in advance, the trailer's going to tell you as well, Variks is involved in this expansion, which is really cool. Last time we really got him involved was Prison of Elders. We've heard his voice if we go through the Prison of Elders strike. But generally, we haven't seen much from Variks in a while. We had Mithrax, which was actually a ally of us in some way, because he helped us get the Outbreak perfected. But still, we actually get to talk with Variks, what seems like story missions. He's got voiceover. I don't know if he's going to be considered an NPC, but we've definitely got some interaction with Variks. He's always got a really cool voice, and I always wonder, is he going to be an ally? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? It's really, really hard to tell. But in general, we've got just more interaction with Variks, which I know everybody loves, so it's exciting to see him coming back. And he's the one who sent us a distress signal, so he's probably either playing both sides as a double agent, which would be helpful for us, but he's definitely probably calling out that the House of Darkness and Aramis is doing some bad stuff, so he may be our kind of point of contact for the campaign, maybe. We'll get into more of that as we go. The final piece we get to is Beyond, and that's literally what they label the bottom section. And it says, an old friend awaits us in the clearing that overlooks the conflict between light and dark. And the picture is the pyramid ship sitting out there. It's either hovering over the giant sheet of ice, it's on it, it's buried in it, I don't know, but the big pyramid ship is out there. We have definitely some interesting visuals through the different screenshots and media that have leaked in press kits and stuff like that, where it feels like we were headed to explore the pyramid ship or go out there, and the trailer seems to give even more credence to the fact that that's actually going to be true. So that's a general rundown of the map. It looks pretty large. If there's underground sections and things like that, it definitely should be a sizable planet, because we're losing quite a few. We know the Destiny Content Vault is taking quite a bit out of the game to kind of normalize the size that they want Destiny 2 to be. But the fact that they're bringing in hopefully what looks like a sizable planet, and then we also are going to get the Cosmodrome, which in Season 12 is mostly going to be based on the New Light campaign for a lot of new players coming in. It's going to be a way for them to kind of get an origin story for their Guardians, and also kind of a way for, I'm not sure if they're going to like retcon the story to kind of pull everything together and make it a little bit more of a like connected narrative, because they're taking away the Red War and some of the stuff in the middle. So people who join Destiny 2 once Beyond Light launches, they're going to probably feel a little bit lost, and they might be doing stuff on the Cosmodrome to kind of connect Destiny 1 all the way through to Destiny 2. Very curious. We're all going to be able to play those story missions, but Cosmodrome is coming as well. That pretty much wraps up this segment. As I said, when I recorded this one, I did it all as one big chunk, but I'm going to separate this into two. So the next video is going to be all about the trailer breakdown. We've got new enemies, looking at new locations, activities, lots of stuff to break down in that trailer. So that one will be coming next. So if you are new to the channel, I do cover a lot of Destiny 2 amongst other things. So if you enjoy Destiny 2, hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. And of course, you guys will hopefully get my video making it through the YouTube algorithm. If you are new as well, I also stream on Twitch under Ebontis. Got a Twitter under Ebontis. And if you did enjoy the video, drop a like below and leave a comment. You can just say hello. And if you got theories about all this crazy stuff we got going on, I would love to hear them. So thank you guys very much if you're new. If you're a regular, thank you for the support, and I will see you guys in the next one.